on record where every word matters on High Impact 102.1 FM. We are live on YouTube and on X. And I am Vivian Oguche. On the program, we discuss the actions, inactions of government, ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as business and health affairs that shape our worldview. Now, the program also encapsulates personalities and institutions that make decisions that affect the lives of people one way or the other. And then we also avail our listeners to call in and make your contributions. Now, fuel scarcity is a recurring phenomenon in Nigeria with significant implications for the economy, society, and environment. This persistent issue has been a long-standing problem, often leading to disruptions in transportation, business operations, and daily life. Now, while fuel scarcity can be seen as a crisis in itself, it is often a symptom of a deeper systemic issue that require comprehensive solution. Now, the problem of fuel scarcity is influenced by a combination of factors, including policy inconsistencies, infrastructural challenges, corruption, economic mismanagement, and insufficient refining capacity. Now, these factors interact in complex ways, contributing to the recurring shortages and disruptions that have become a hallmark of the country's energy landscape. Now, the impact of fuel scarcity on Nigeria is significant. It can lead to economic disruptions as businesses and individuals struggle to access the fuel needed for their operations and daily activities. Now, shortages can also drive up prices, contributing to inflation and eroding purchasing power. In addition, fuel scarcity can exacerbate social unrest and protests as people become frustrated with the government's inability to address the problem. And the phone line is open. It is 0700 1021 1021. I take it again, 0700 1021 1021. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018, 0907 224 5018. Tell us, how have you been coping with the recent fuel scarcity and queues at filling stations? We are live on YouTube at High Impact 102.1 FM and High Impact Studios, and on X at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on High Impact TV, on Facebook, and at High Impact Studios. Also, we are live on Nicomsat. You can watch us there. Now, we'll take a breather now. When we return, we begin the conversation. Stay with us.
High Impact Radio, 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Welcome to the high side of life. Join us every day at High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
I just want to be here.
Do you know bad production can kill a great content idea?
Do you want to have a photo shoot, audio production, or do you need a professional voiceover artist?
Do you simply want unmatched cinematography, video production, or just event coverage, such as weddings, birthdays, or burials?
Or do you need a space for meetings or conferences? All these are possible with High Impact Studios. Don't bring down your creativity. Let's help you take it high
and out of this world with our state-of-the-art equipment and first-class studio space.
We give you the quality you deserve at the best rate.
For more details, call 0706 393 5694 or 0915 958 1881. High Impact Studios, the future.
Tease your taste buds from a world of delectable choices. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
Welcome back. This is on record where every word matters on High Impact 102.1 FM. We are live on YouTube, High Impact 102.1 FM, and on X at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also watch us live on Facebook at High Impact Studios. Also, you can watch us on Nicomsat 42 Degree East. I am Vivian Oguche. To join the discussion, you can call 0700 1021 1021. I understand we've had a caller who's been calling. You can call now. We're ready to pick your call. 0700 1021 1021. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018. So the topic of the day is fuel scarcity, a crisis or a symptom of a deeper problem. And joining us right now is Sunday Odibashi. Sunday, is so good to have you on the show this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Vivian. Thank you for having me. Good morning, Nigeria.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Sunday Odibashi is a public affairs analyst and a brilliant one at that. So, Sunday, let's start from the beginning. This issue of fuel scarcity, how has it been for you, though? How has it affected you this past week at the resurgence of fuel scarcity?
It has not really been friendly, not like any other Nigeria. And the welfare has increased, and more or less motoring, operators on the road also spend more hours at the stations and all that. The only difference is made is that the road is relatively free from congestion. Or in terms of service delivery, it has been very poor.
Yeah. You know, we had a guest on our sister station, High Impact TV, this morning, Golan Olajide. He is a finance expert, and he was saying, when we talked about fuel scarcity, one of the things he said is, most of his adulthood, there's been this issue of fuel scarcity in Nigeria. It's not rocket science, is it? What do you make of it? Is this a problem that can be handled or not?
Yeah, basically, can be handled. It's not something that is difficult to do. And in the present circumstance, it's a mystery because earlier on we were told at home because of subsidy, there was too much burden on the government, and the process, the supply process, the supply chain, and all that. There was bottlenecks here and there. They removed subsidy. There were product of the fuel. And the cities of the distribution. Since they removed the subsidy, it has been worse. And if you also trace it a little bit back to the last administration, they passed the PID bill, in the National Assembly, and they enacted the PIA. Then the oil and gas sector had been so devastating, had been so really in crisis, and it's so unstable, and Nigerians have not overcome that. So perhaps CIC is also a contributor to this problem, with other arising problems of conflict of interest.
You know, you talked about other rising issues surrounding this matter. You also talked about the removal of fuel subsidy. That's a problem. That has been shrouded in mystery, don't you think? At the inception of this administration, it was said that subsidy had been removed. At some point, we heard that it was back. And then in the papers, just not too long ago, 2 days ago, actually, experts were saying that subsidy had never gone. I mean, as an expert in this matter, though, What do you make of it? Let's touch a little bit on this removal of subsidy a little bit before we go back to the issue of fuel scarcity. Was it ever removed?
Yeah. Well, I don't really have specific data to say it was ever removed or not. Because when the president came on board, he announced the removal of subsidy by year without putting the necessary administrative processes in place. And after that, he now announced that they have issued licenses to 6 companies to import fuel, which is the guy's way of saying, oh, we have broken the monopoly of the energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And the price fixing regime is still there. Because the basic issue is about monopoly and price fixing. And this price is more or less things that people who are not producing, okay, they are just traders. NNPC using the share. So, and when we left that regime, later the IPMAN, Independent Petrol Marketing Association of Nigeria, also alleged that petrol is still being subsidized at 700 naira per liter. Okay? And that's brought about, government has been spending billions to subsidize petrol. Then the NNPC now came on, which is the last comment he made, to say, no, we are selling at shortfall with import, and the federal government gave us a price at which to sell. Okay? Which is lower than the price of the landing, which is lower than the landing cost. So that is so. That state create the assumption that subsidy is still there. But they said, no, we are not, there's no subsidy. And sometimes the federal government gives them money. This is the director of finance who say that. All right? And sometimes the federal government gives them money. And if they give you money, what is that money? Is that not subsidy? What next gave you to that money that gives to them? So if you look at this consideration, then we may arrive at the conclusion that they are subsidy.
Very well said. Now let's take a look at, one of the headlines on the front pages of one of the national dailies that caught my attention this morning. I think it is the Vanguard. It says, petrol scarcity worsens as marketers load at 780 naira per litre. And we have 2 riders to that story, of 3 actually. I'll take 2 of them. It says, transport fares rise by over 200%. Transporters lament impact on businesses. Now, if you remember what our topic is, it's actually overreaching. It's an overarching topic. We were asking that fuel subsidy. Now, is it a crisis or a symptom of a deeper problem? Is this a Nigerian problem, or is this something that you also find in other oil-producing countries or non-oil producing countries?
I think it's a clear to Nigeria, the Nigerian problem. All right? I tried to study the origin of subsidy. So I've come back at the 1973, how they started the subsidy. The subsidy was not on consumption. The subsidy was on production. So what the government was doing then was to sell crude oil at lower price to local refineries. As against the international. The price of crude in the international market, and that was what government introduced subsidy to mean. Subsidizing production and not consumption. And suddenly all the refineries broke down. Now the government put an end to it. They transferred that subsidy to consumption, and now people don't to work, they earn money. They need to sit down comfortably. They make millions of naira. So, and they're not starting the argument. Even about those who are not working and are making money, they're arguing, it is creating burden on the government to do it. This will happen, that will happen. How many of them have happened? So that is one. So I thought that the Buhari administration would have reversed that trend and said, no, it wasn't about consumption, it was about production. Can we revive the refinery and return this subsidy to refinery? Because when you pay something to refineries, if there are 5 refineries, you know you are paying to 5 refineries. And when you pay to consumption, you pay to even invisible business. You pay in our account, there's no transparency, no accountability. And that is why we are where we are today. So, now that this government has gone, you say you have removed subsidy. Fine. If you remove subsidy, remove monopoly, remove prices, and then there be open market competition. these prices will not go to where they are going.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is sitting down somewhere and fixing prices. Where you like to say their liter 700 naira per liter. What do you expect them to sell in the market? They must make their own gain now. Because, I mean, they are traders. So, I think it's a clear problem. It's a Nigerian problem. And not anything that has to do with a global problem.
You know, you talked about subsidy being, it's supposed to be on production, not consumption. Now, talking about that, again, on our sister channel station this morning, High Impact TV, one of the trending stories we talked about was how security operatives had uncovered a large illegal refining property in Rivers State. They were refining over 200 million liters per barrel a day on a daily basis. Now, some experts have said that instead of criminalizing these people who refine illegally, why not bring them into the system and make it work? Since you can, you can't produce a working or functioning refinery in the country. What is it that these guys are doing illegally that can be replicated legally? I don't know. This is like a hydra-headed question. But what's your take, though?
I think it's important for all leaders. But if you have a rational leader, you've got to move in the direction that the experts are saying. All right? If foreign technology cannot give you the production refinery you are looking for, you then develop the local technology that is even functioning somewhere, in hidden places, and you are now running after them to bring them down, to stop them down, and not create a superstar who we have delivered. I agree with those experts. If it's in China, they will rather cut down this foreign technology and develop their local technology. In years to come, China will become a super, that the country will become a superpower. The Chancellor said something when he was the governor. He said that in the olden days, that when you see products made in China, that nobody will want to touch it. But over the years, China started finding those products and developed that. Today, China is the biggest manufacturer and the biggest producer in the world. China's products are everywhere and at cheap prices. So why can't we develop our local refinery and make that for within? We have maximized, just legalize them. And so, okay, come. If professors cannot develop technology to refine petrol for you, and the local people are in the rural areas are doing this thing, to bring them into the system and say, okay, let's expand this thing. If they can do 200 million a day, and that's a lot. And if you give them the support, they can increase the production rate, and the country will come at the issue of a refinery not functioning or whatever. And I think yes, I agree with that.
All right, now that's talking about illegal refineries. Let's talk about crude oil theft, right? Because that is an issue when it comes to a lack of production or a lack of fuel in the country. Not too long ago, an oil barge was caught stealing crude oil, right? It was burnt. The owner of the barge was never, Nigerians were never told who owns that particular barge. In fact, right now, we don't know if that particular case has been swept under the carpet. Now, there's Tony Elumelu, that's his name, I was trying to remember, the UBA chief, had said that, name the names of these executive thieves. Who are they? I remember Tom Polo, in another interview, not on this platform, had said that there are people in government who participate in crude oil theft. Do you think that's one of the reasons why we've not gotten to the root of this problem in Nigeria?
Yeah, if you also look at the theft we are talking about, we're not talking about theft of people going to school with coffee or jerrycan or gallons.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking of bags. You know the quantity that a bag will contain.
Mm-hmm.
We're also talking about cheap fuel. Only the rich and engage at that level of criminality. Mm-hmm. Only the rich. Because the cost of a bag alone, you can't afford it. Boys for the sick cannot afford it. Only the rich can afford to transport the bag in the first instance, the bag in the first instance, or engage the ship to convey it. So it's still within the elite that this illicit transactions are going on. And the elite, it cannot, it's an army category. Okay? If you are honest and sincere to yourself, you will go to say, I want to go and catch it out there. And if you're clean and you're honest, then go and catch it. So we have drilling wells and do not have reading meters, and nobody cares. Okay, they will tell us, oh, today we are producing less, tomorrow we are producing. Are they majority? Go to drilling wells where they are even the only point. You don't have meters to read what they are doing on daily basis. Okay? So even this on that loading point that we're talking about. So because the elite are involved in it, not just yet, the poor cannot afford a shipload of so people hire a ship or a badge like you have mentioned. All right? So it's only the rich that can afford those facilities. So you are going to, you can even stress the ceiling to be rich. And the more reason is that because of this system of skill and device, oh, take your own share, take my own share, I think it's pretty difficult for those who are to arrest them or deal with the issues to deal with them. Don't forget, recently, the National Assembly, they set up a committee to investigate oil and gas business. And suddenly they said they have wiped out the committee without concluding, without giving us the findings and conclusion. So you see how this is spreading. So if they say government officials involved, the government officials, those who are also in other arm of government, are also saying, yes, we know about it.
That's very well said, and that's a very pregnant comment too. But if I ask another question, it might take you more than 2 minutes to answer, but we need to go on a break now, right? When we come back, the conversation continues. But this time around, we're going to be switching gears because it's solution-based. Why we have these conversations is to drive home the truth and to find solutions to this problem. So when we come back, the conversation continues. Stay with us.
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Something big is in town. Something powerful and majestic. A mammoth creation destined to become a legend by all who encounter it. High Impact Planet, Nigeria's biggest family theme park, with facilities designed for friends, families, or large groups under a relaxing atmosphere. Be welcomed by wowing displays of animatronics, thrill out with realistic arcade games, or enjoy a number of thrilling hot racing park rides. Experience the 5D and 12D cinemas and challenge your mates with bumper cars and go-kart races. Don't forget to slide into the ice rink or simply take time out to enjoy a pizza at our delightful restaurant and dessert spot, or at the exquisite club lounge. High Impact Planet, 12 Lagos Ibadan Expressway, Ibafo, opposite MFM Prayer City. Visit high-impactplanet.com for details and inquiries. Fun just got real.
Foment, foment, foment.
Welcome to the high side of life. Join us every day at High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
Money, I just want to be yeah.
Tease your taste buds from a world of delectable choices. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
Do you know?
High Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future.
The show is on record where every word matters. Right here on High Impact 102.1 FM. You can watch us live on Facebook at High Impact Studios. We are also live on YouTube, High Impact 102.1 FM, and on X at High Impact 102.1 FM. You can also catch us on Night Concert 42 Degree East. We're still discussing fuel scarcity, a crisis or a symptom of a deeper problem with Sunday Odibashi. Sunday is my guest analyst for today, and he is a renowned public affairs analyst. Sunday, thank you so much for always coming on board whenever we call on you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so as we slowly drive to the end of the show now, how has fuel scarcity contributed to inequality and poverty in Nigeria? Having at the back of your mind that not too long ago there was a mega protest in the country called tagged End Bad Governance, and the driving force of that protest was poverty, hunger. Now, how do you think, I repeat my question again, how do you think fuel scarcity contributes to inequality and poverty in the country?
Well, in the first instance, it creates wealth for the
I beg your pardon. Can you take that again? I could barely hear you. What did you say in the first place?
I said it creates wealth, massive wealth for the elite generally. Whether you're a state actor or not state actor, as much as you are the elite club, it creates wealth for them. The settlement of the mass people. That is one. Then two, all state actors live on state funds. So they don't even spend on fuel. So whether the price is high or low, it doesn't affect them. All right? So that is what aspect of it. Then if you now take it on a general level, it concentrates the businesses of the people. Even cooperative businesses. It increases cost of production. Okay? It increases cost of production, and businesses get run down. So that is also on a large scale. And even the micro businesses have to spend more to even get it. It takes time. I take extra money, extra cost to not get this done and run this business. All right? Because even when there's subsidy, the subsidy does not benefit the citizens. It is still giving more money to the rich. When every time they remove it, it's still about giving more money to the rich. Now they create artificial, scarcity, or the price of the product to go high. So they can have this high price and give us a reason. Now because there's no transparency, there's no accountability, so the problem continues to penetrate from time to time. So what explanation will the government have? We say sorry what the government will have removed it. We are still having the problem is still worse than ever before. So because of the additional cost and the denial of services, because so many businesses will shut down, and that also will mean many will be out of job. The cost of procuring goods and services will also rise. So you cannot see how the Nigerians are being pauperized. And government will come out and they say we are doing palliative. We're not taking over the purchasing powers of Nigerians to say, oh, we are providing this, we are providing that. Rather than Nigerians working hard to earn wages and buy those things, we are not saying, oh, we are providing them for them. How can the country and the economy grow and develop in that process? So in all the ramifications, no matter what the government does with intervention, it's not solving problems. And don't forget that government is a problem-solving process. It's just like the state is problem-solving device. Rather than solving problems, they are creating more problems for Nigerians. And I think the president should look at what has been done in the past. Let's take this reference. Maybe I'll end on this. This from the Babangida is not open to broadcast the information sector, the communication sector, when we were doing on stage. You don't have private broadcasting systems today in the country. Okay, he brought up private sector. And they invested. You won't have AI, you won't have China, you won't have TV. This former President Obasanjo did not open up the communication sector, the telecom. You won't be talking now, you won't have the telephone sector. How many people were having telephone sector in the past? Now, why can't you open up the oil and gas sector and say, okay, we break this monopoly, let this regime of price system, let it be stopped. Let that be open competition. So, Nigerians, if you have money to, let's assume you want to import it, they want to be based on exportation, okay, let's go ahead. Why can't you give an opportunity to Dangote? Why is there conflict of interest between Dangote and the processing plant in Malta? Or you've not heard of that? And the president is also campaigning on CNG, vehicles that will not operate with petrol. Yeah. And yet we are asking, you get it. Because these are fundamental issues.
Very well said. Yes.
And we are having a factory that want to supply petrol. And the government is even providing free kits for car owners to convert to CNG. And these are fundamental issues. But more importantly, until you have to open up the process, the rich will continue to be richer, and the poor will continue to be poorer, and the hardship will continue to be richer.
Wow, that's a gloomy forecast, but it's actually the truth. The numbers to call once again: 0700 1021 1021, 0700 1021 1021. Also send your WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018, 0907 224 5018. You know, you talked about how how do I say it now? The trickling effect of fuel scarcity, how it affects every level of society. Now, bring it down to the most basic, which is transportation for the common man. On the papers today, front pages of the papers today, we found that there is a 200% rise in transportation in Nigeria as we speak now. Now, most of the food we consume in the southwest comes from the north. Now, if the transporter is spending, say, 780 naira per liter on fuel to transport goods from the north to the southwest, imagine how much the trader will sell his goods, how much the buyer will buy these goods. Now, this multiplies into people not even having food to eat. It's a multiplying effect. People not having food to eat. People not having transport money to take them to their offices. I mean, we had a guest analyst on the show today on TV who said they had a meeting on Monday. Half of his staff members came in late. Why? Because of fuel scarcity, some didn't have transport money. Now, these are, real life stories, are not headlines on newspaper. Now, the thing is, what should government do to mitigate this Hydra-headed issue? What should government do? As a Nigerian, how should government address this issue that will impact you positively?
Well, it depends on the way the government wants to go. Because like the Director of Finance in the NNPC, they are selling the door at shortfall now. All right? They are selling at the front lower than the landing cost. And yet you say there's no subsidy. If that is a short-term measure, the government should not take the step of long-term measure on how to open up the sector. Don't forget, if you go back to history, because former President Obasanjo, who created NNPC with the combination of the ministry, I think when it was the head of it. Now, when you pass a PID bill, which is a PIA, now why not take away our national asset for the NNPC, which is now a limited company? Why are you retaining our soil wealth and our national wealth in NNPC? Why not take it back to the Ministry of Petroleum and let the NNPC go and compete as a business concern? We don't need to issue license. If you have the funds to import, go to the get the foreign exchange. Okay? Now bring this issue. If there are more people that are importing directly, these prices will go down. Now because of the monopoly that is being situated, now the monopoly will fix the price and will decide when and what quantity to supply at any given time. So that, you will make more money. And I think there's no transparency. Until the government becomes transparent and accountable, we may not overcome this issue. So now you are having the foreign exchange crisis also, which is contributing to this. When people want to go on free image, being Muslim Christian, government will say, we are doing something. Come and take exchange rate as so amount a dollar. Now they reduce the cost because people are going on free image. Now we are talking of issues that are something like that. We are not giving concession to those who are even selling oil products. So okay, let us reduce the exchange rate for you to now bringing this product. Because it's an intervention. I think that for me that's a better intervention than say we are paying subsidy. At that point, we will now have a goal that okay, maybe it will come down to a point. Okay? And again, let the agencies that are really regulating this, and then someone with modern ideas. There is always a unit cost of producing a product all over the world. And the Nigerian importer will go and import it, will be telling you, we've done it at 1 naira, it is 1,600 to $1. They are now confusing us with the exchange rate. We are not telling us the unit cost of the production of that product. And all this is they are misleading. And because the regulating agencies are not up to date, they cannot even go to that point to say, you look at what is not to produce out there, and let's look at other expenses before we can arrive at the cost. And that is the reason anything we go to tell you, we are still a shortfall, a price more than the landing cost. And any things are given, even if that may not be real. So it is your part about this.
That's a very safe place for us to land. Thank you so much, Sunday. You have been brilliant on the show, and we do appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and that's our show today. We've been talking about fuel scarcity. And the question we asked, is it a crisis or a symptom of a deeper problem? I do hope Sunday has been able to answer this question for you, right, the viewer and the listener. A big thank you to you too for being a part of the show. Big thanks to the producer and the technical crew. My name is Vivian Oguche. Until I come your way again, have a fantastic day ahead. Bye.
Impact Radio 102.1 FM. The future is now.
Hub, where passion meets unparalleled excitement.
Mainu, oh, what a goal! Can
Get set for the adrenaline rush of a lifetime as we bring to you the hottest highlight, the biggest stories, interviews, and the most thrilling moment from the world of sport. No matter what your favorite sport is, we've got you covered. From football to basketball, tennis, boxing, Formula One, and everything in between. We bring you the best from around the globe. Join us every Monday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Wednesday and Friday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on High Impact Television on Nicontat 42 degree East. Sports Hub, the heart of action.
Secure the future, yeah, the future is now. We know they play. Secure the future, yeah, the future is now. We know they play. I am back we there for you, we know they play. Through the years we there for you, we know they play. I am back we there.